What if you could travel freely across Africa, just as you can in Europe? Imagine the ease and the endless opportunities that such a possibility would bring. But alas, the current reality paints a different, more complex picture. The African visa system as it stands today is a labyrinth of processes, procedures, and paperwork. Each of the 54 African countries has its unique visa regulations, creating a patchwork quilt of rules and requirements that can be daunting for even the most experienced of travelers. For some, a visa can be obtained on arrival. For others, it requires a lengthy application process that begins weeks, if not months, in advance. The inconsistency is a major hurdle. For instance, a Nigerian hoping to visit Algeria would face a different set of requirements than a South African planning a trip to Morocco. This lack of uniformity makes navigating the African visa system a challenging endeavor. And the challenges don't stop there. The difficulty in obtaining visas for different African countries can often deter potential travelers, stifling tourism and hindering business opportunities. It's not just about the thrill of exploration, but also the chance to foster cross-cultural connections, stimulate economic growth, and encourage mutual understanding among African nations. The intricacies of the African visa system aren't just bureaucratic hurdles. They are roadblocks to progress, barriers to economic development, and obstacles to unity. They fragment the continent, making it difficult for Africa to fully harness its potential and thrive in the global arena. But what if we could reimagine this system? What if we could learn from other regions of the world and adopt a model that promotes free movement, encourages tourism, and stimulates economic growth? Now let's consider a different approach, one that has been successful in another part of the world. As we delve deeper into this topic, we will explore the European model and envision how an open visa system could potentially transform Africa's future. Stay with us as we journey through this exciting possibility. Europe, a continent once torn by wars and boundaries, now stands as a beacon of free movement. Picture this, a unified, borderless region, where crossing from one country to another is as effortless as crossing the street. That's the European reality, thanks to the Schengen Agreement. Signed in 1985 in the small town of Schengen, Luxembourg, this agreement revolutionized the way Europeans travel. It's not just about vacationing in France, studying in Germany, or conducting business in Belgium without the need for multiple visas. It's about creating a shared understanding of unity, a shared space of opportunity. Let's take a closer look at these countries. France, a country renowned for its art, cuisine, and culture, sees millions of tourists each year. Thanks to the Schengen Agreement, tourists can seamlessly move to other European nations, spreading their expenditure and boosting economies far and wide. Germany, a powerhouse of innovation and industry, attracts professionals and students from across Europe. The open visa system encourages this exchange of knowledge and skills, fostering progress and economic growth. Belgium, a hub for international politics and home to the European Union headquarters, benefits greatly from the ease of diplomatic travel. The open visa system streamlines international cooperation, promoting peace and stability in the region. These are not isolated instances. The benefits of an open visa system ripple outwards, creating a multiplier effect. Tourism, education, business, diplomacy, all these sectors thrive when boundaries are blurred. Imagine the potential economic growth if people can freely travel, work, study, and invest across borders. Consider the cultural exchange, the shared understanding that could be fostered. The Schengen Agreement is more than just a travel convenience. It's a testament to the profound ways in which open borders can transform economies and societies. But what might this look like in the African context? The potential is immense, but the journey to get there is complex. As we move to the next scene, let's explore the possibilities and challenges of an open visa system in Africa. Picture a continent where borders are no longer barriers, but bridges. This is the potential reality of an open visa system in Africa, a policy change that could bring transformative benefits. Let's delve into this hypothetical scenario. An open visa system would likely stimulate the tourism industry. Imagine a family from Cape Town deciding to go on a road trip to explore the stunning landscapes of Namibia, the vibrant markets of Lagos, and the historical wonders of Cairo, all without the need for multiple visas. This would not only make travel more accessible for Africans, but also attract international tourists who are intrigued by the prospect of experiencing diverse cultures within a single trip. This boost in tourism would, in turn, stimulate economic growth. More tourists mean more demand for hospitality services, local products, and cultural experiences. This demand could lead to the creation of new businesses and job opportunities, contributing to a decrease in unemployment rates across the continent. But the benefits of an open visa system are not limited to economic growth. It could also foster improved inter-country relations. With the ease of travel, there would be more opportunities for cultural exchange and mutual understanding. The shared sense of African identity could be strengthened, and stereotypes could be dismantled. Let's consider a young entrepreneur from Nairobi with a groundbreaking tech idea. With an open visa system, she could easily travel to tech hubs like Kigali or Johannesburg to network, learn, and potentially find investors. This ease of movement could accelerate innovation and collaboration across different sectors. The advantages are clear, but the path to such a system is not without its challenges. This was a brief exploration of the potential benefits of an open visa system in Africa. The next step is to figure out how to navigate the complexities and overcome the obstacles to make this vision a reality. Change is never easy, and an open visa system in Africa would require significant transformation. In the journey toward an open visa system, Africa will face a variety of hurdles. It's a path that's not without its share of challenges, but as we've seen from the European model, these are far from insurmountable. One of the foremost concerns is security. Yes, with an open visa system, the movement of people would be easier, but so would be the movement of illicit goods and individuals. It's a valid concern. However, Europe has shown us that with the right strategies, it can be managed. Comprehensive data sharing, robust border controls, and cooperation among nations have all been key to Europe's success. Then there's the issue of administrative changes. Implementing an open visa system means reworking the existing immigration infrastructure, which would involve significant time and resources. But let's take a step back and see the bigger picture. Yes, the upfront costs may be high, but the potential economic benefits in the long run could far outweigh these initial investments. Political resistance is another obstacle that cannot be overlooked. Not all African nations may be ready to embrace such a change. And why would they? Change is difficult, it's uncomfortable, but it's also necessary for progress. Europe didn't transition to an open visa system overnight. It was a gradual, step-by-step process built on trust and mutual benefit. There may even be resistance from the public, stemming from fears of job losses or cultural dilution, but an open visa system doesn't mean a loss of cultural identity. On the contrary, it means an opportunity to share and learn from one another, to grow together while celebrating our unique identities. Despite these challenges, the potential benefits are too great to ignore. An open visa system in Africa could be a game changer, fostering economic growth, promoting cultural exchange, and ushering in a new era of African unity. Yes, obstacles will be there, but with the right attitude, strategies, and commitment to the common good, they can be conquered. An open visa system in Africa could revolutionize the way we think about travel and economic development on the continent. So let's take a moment to reflect on the journey we've been on together in this discussion. We've explored the current African visa system with its complexities and restrictions, and have seen how it holds back potential growth. We've taken a look at the European model, an example of a region where open borders have fostered economic expansion and cultural exchange, and considered what such a system might look like in Africa. We've also examined the potential benefits of an open visa system in Africa, from increased tourism and business opportunities to cultural exchange and understanding. Imagine a continent where travel is fluid, where a Nigerian entrepreneur can easily do business in South Africa, or a Kenyan artist can share her work in Morocco. This is the potential of an open visa system. Yet, we've also recognized the challenges that lie ahead. Infrastructure needs strengthening, policies need updating, and security concerns need addressing. These are significant hurdles, and overcoming them will require concerted effort from all stakeholders, including governments, businesses, and communities. But let's not lose sight of the ultimate goal, a more connected, prosperous Africa. An open visa system could be a powerful catalyst for economic development, fostering innovation, creating jobs, and boosting trade. It could also promote cultural understanding and unity, helping to break down barriers and build bridges between nations. So, as we look to the future, we see a continent teeming with potential. A continent that could be a hub of economic activity and cultural exchange, if only we have the courage to reimagine our approach to travel and connectivity. As we stand on the cusp of a new era, the question remains, are we ready to embrace a future without borders?